All right, here's a video on how to fix the 5-point seat harness when it won't release. Here's the tools you're going to need. T10 Torx, something thin like a zip tie, Phillips screwdriver, and some channel locks. And this socket, I'm just using a hole here, and you'll see why here later. Basically for a hammer. Oh, this is my hammer for today because I didn't want to get up. So first you take it apart, and don't forget how it came apart. Maybe take pictures, otherwise you're going to be spending a few minutes trying to figure out how to put it back together. Okay, so you take the handle off. Then all these Torx you take apart. The nuts on the back will just fall out. You're probably going to need a wrench. I just put this back together and I'm taking it apart to show you how I did it. This thing has been a thorn in my belly. Shortly after I put it in, actually. I've just been dealing with it. And it is frustrating. Okay, so this is spring loaded. So as soon as you get them all loose, get ready for that to spring up. Okay, there's springs under each one of them, and those springs are like that, and they go into each one of these holes. Okay, so we can leave that alone right there. Now the this little bullet, whatever you want to call it, is longer than all the other ones. So this one goes into the permanent mounted seat post. Okay, so then we just pull all this up. Be gentle so that you don't end up disturbing all the springs in here, because if you lose a spring, you're SOL. So anyway, so that is the spring pressure. I'm sorry, the spring system. Now this little plunger here, if you notice, it's got little cuts, grooves. That's what it rides on. So that's not the part we're messing with. This over here, okay, so we're going to take the spring off. And all these little plungers, we're just going to take those out and put them in the order I took them out at. Make life simple. Got life flight taking off over here. Alright, so this little spider, bye-bye, life flight, good luck. This little spider on the back side of it has these wedges too. So what you end up doing is you end up squeezing these together, hence like that. Squeeze them together, make them a little snugger. Okay, and then it goes right back on the same way. The problem with it is when you make it a little bit snugger, this piece won't want to fit into it. So what you end up doing is you come in the back side and hammer. Whoopsie. What I end up doing, got some stuff popping up. So I ended up putting it on here and then hammering it to open that hole up properly. Okay, that's the only purpose of that socket. All right, so that goes back in there like that. And now we put this all back together the best way we know how. And I'm already confused. Let's go like that. Nope. Like that. Yes. Okay, let's see here. All right, so the long one. And the rest are all short. All right, so now these little white clips in here, that's what locks them into place. You're probably going to have to use this little zip tie to press these in to clear space for the little bullets there. So we push this in gently. And we know the tall one goes in the seat belt. That's a permanent lock. Okay. And the spring goes on there. Make sure that spring's locked in place. And then we're going to press a little zip tie in here. See how it dropped down a little bit? That one dropped. That one dropped. And that one dropped. Let's see if I can get this all back together without I lost the spring. God darn it. There it is. See if I can get all these springs in here. Hopefully they all went in the right places. Now, if I didn't take all the nuts off the back, they should, if I'm lucky, grab on. Okay, here's one that grabbed on. 2. 3. And hopefully all the springs are in the right positions and one didn't come out of the cup, which may have happened. Yep, I dropped that one right there. So we're going to put that nut back in there. Tighten it up. See all the little bullets or whatever they call those things are sticking out still. So now we got to put the handle back on. And I think what the problem was is maybe I may have pulled too hard on the handle and stretched it out, which means it's just a weak device. So be careful with that. Okay, so tighten that up. All right, so now we're going to turn it. See if all of them lock. They're all up. Other side's all up. Now we're going to release it. Staying up, staying up. Staying up. Staying up. All right, things are good, going well so far. This is the one right here that was notoriously not releasing. Locked. Open. Check each one of them. Locked. Open. Locked. Open. Locked. Open. Make sure all the plungers are still up. Little bullets, whatever. And when I release them, they all stay up. All right. There's your fix. Send me $1.